What a Prick Cactus Company! The plural of cactus may be cacti, but our focus is on cact-you.
10 seconds.
Catch you on the flap side.
Can we get a monster check, please?
5.
Go to black.
4. 3.
7 WEOB, The Asylum.
Okay, I had that coming.
What the hell is wrong with you, you sick bastard?
Look, I was drinking.
Oh, what a shock.
Look, the short version is, this morning she made me eat the hair in her pie. No, it's not what you think. Stewie had some too. Stop punching me!
Hey everybody, I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. Good news and great news I actually have for all of you. The good news is we're actually in December, but the greater news is that next week on December 7th will be my 2nd year anniversary of being the Loud House Critic and the start of a brand new season of the Loud House Critic, Season 3, which will be next Thursday's episode of the start of the Season 3. So to finish things off with my Season 2 of Loud House Critic reviews, I've been requested to do Cheater by the Dozen, the 11th episode of Season 2 of the Loud House, and overall the 63rd episode. You know, this is an episode I find myself both laughing and feeling real predictable about it at the same time. We've seen the premises of this episode before in every other cartoon, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this. And by the way, does this title not sound closer to Cheaper by the Dozen? We got 11 kids in the actual Loud House. I wonder if there'll actually be a 12th kid. Maybe, maybe not, who knows? All right, let's find out who's cheating anyway.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
So now that we're actually at the end of Season 2 of the Loud House Critic, I decided to do one more question before I decided to put the minigame questions on the weekends instead of putting them in the reviews. Here's an actual good question for everybody. How many Loud House episodes did I review back in December 2018? 5, 6, 7, or 8?
Time for the 20/20 rule. For every 20 minutes looking at a screen, you should look away for 20 seconds.
Is that really a thing?
Of course. These peepers gotta last us a lifetime.
Oh yeah, when you're playing a video game, there's always time to pause and actually stop the game to take a break from it. Otherwise, some things can damage your eyes, and much likely playing video games all damn day can actually really rot your brain. And I know several people who actually been sitting around all day and just play video games and don't do anything else, and it really damages their minds.
Oh hey, look, there's Bobby.
What's he doing around here?
What the hell?
I'll tell you what he's doing. He's cheating on Lori. I knew it. Underneath that flawless hair and those washboard abs beats the cold heart of a liar.
Tear him apart with both my hands.
Oh, since when does Clyde actually give a damn about Bobby actually dating Lori now? As I seem to remember, Clyde was the actual one who wanted to break Bobby away from Lori and have Lori all to himself. But this is new. So Lily and Clyde actually wait for Bobby to actually come out, and we're just about to dive into one of the biggest cliches we've actually seen so many times before. The cheating lover undercover.
See you tomorrow, Roberto.
Ciao, Bella.
Hey, Bobby.
Leaving so soon?
Hey guys.
Fancy seeing you here, miles away from your house. And Lori, your beautiful, loyal girlfriend. Ugh.
Easy, Clyde. I haven't taken you off the dog chain yet.
I can't really get into that, but do me a favor and please don't tell Laura you saw me here. It's complicated. Thanks. Ciao.
You know, the more I think about Bobby and Lori's complicated relationship, the more I think that they're ever going to have children in the future. Either way, somebody's going to have to tell Lori.
Here goes.
Oh, Boo Boo Bear.
I can't wait for our anniversary date this Friday.
I'm counting down the minutes. 4,320.
Oh wow, they think alike, they talk alike, they count alike, they get distracted alike, and they even fuck alike.
What did you say, nigga?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, we are so clearly soulmates. I literally don't know what I would do without you in my life.
You'd probably be a helpless damsel in distress, probably looking to bang another guy. But there's so much guilt and shame that Lincoln doesn't have the balls to actually tell Lori the actual truth, he bails from it. Pussy. Because he thinks it's just not the right time.
Ding dong! Ding dong!
There's never gonna be a right time to tell Lori Bobby's a low-down, two-bit, snake-in-the-grass cheater.
What? Bobby's cheating on Lori? Tell us everything!
Really?
Seriously, you guys are eavesdropping? Somebody needs to do something about these damn doors.
You can't just burst in here and, okay.
Call it! Call it!
And then he was all like, but don't tell Lori you saw me. It's complicated.
That son of a bitch!
That dirtbag! Now hang on. Although Lincoln's story does seem to indicate that Bobby is a cheating scoundrel, we don't have enough evidence yet.
So now the sisters are in the mood to actually help Lincoln discover some new evidence on Bobby who be cheating on Lori. Because unfortunately, you can't drop a bomb on somebody without getting so much evidence.
She'll end you if you're wrong. One time, I told her we were out of bread, but then she found a loaf and beat me with it.
You think I can just do that?
That is so fucking bloody charming. Somebody getting beaten by a loaf of bread. I've seen worse things. I've actually seen someone actually get beaten by a parsnip. Please don't ask.
So how do you propose we gather this evidence?
Stake out!
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Ooh, has Cheater Pumpkin Eater shown up yet?
Negative.
Over and out. You see anyone coming, Commander Beakley?
I don't think so.
Since steak is kind of unhealthy, do you guys mind if we make this a salmon out?
You stupid Norbert.
I rigged audio surveillance, but a vicious beast prevented me from installing visuals.
Lisa, it's just a little pussy. Cat, that is. Now Bobby actually pulls in and the kids actually spy on him. They're in the birdcage.
Okay, Stud Muffin, let's see just what you're up to.
Go, go, Power Rangers! No, no, anything but that. No, no, anything but that. Everybody is kung fu fighting. Your mind. No, no, anything but that.
You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend.
No, no, anything but that. No, no, anything but that.
Ti amo.
Ti amo.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's I love you in Italian. His cheating ways have crossed the language barrier.
No, I thought he was queer. That was sarcasm, by the way. Heyo, looks like somebody's sharing some tongue right now. And it's so much that they've seen enough, they actually go out to get Bobby, but get a look how this shit turns out.
Wow, Bobby's really put on some height.
That's not Bobby.
You bonehead!
So it turns out that Shaggy from Scooby-Doo looking motherfucker is actually the boyfriend of the girl that Bobby was actually hanging around with earlier.
Nice going, Lincoln. Way to waste our time.
And our salmon.
Do yourself a favor, shove that salmon right down your throat, Lenny. See how it tastes. By the way, did you actually hear what Lynn actually just said? Did anyone even notice what she just said to Lincoln at all and what she usually calls him?
Nice going, Lincoln.
I can get it.
Sit down, Stinkin'.
What the fuck did I tell you about that word?
Oh yeah, if she ever were to call Lincoln that name again, I totally would beat her with a loaf of bread myself. If the bread doesn't break. Now that we have Lincoln and Clyde at the mall still playing the video games at the arcade, and trust me, this shit is gonna get real.
Time for the 2020 rule.
Didn't that get us into trouble last time?
You know, repeating something what you did the last time could get you into trouble, but then again, if you actually do it again, some things may be right of what you see these days.
Oh hey, look, there's Bobby.
Is it just me, or are you getting the feeling of deja vu all over again?
What's he doing in a dress shop?
Where'd you get binoculars?
You know, him asking that kind of question kind of reminds me of the Loud House Critic review on The Magic Voyage.
The great Christopher Columbus said, hero, explorer, genius.
Whoa! Wait a minute! What the hell? Did he just pull that spyglass out of his gonads? He did! He just pulled that spyglass out of his nuts!
That's what I hope Clyde didn't pull the binoculars from.
Now he's with a different girl?
Ha! I knew we were right.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I'm sorry, I just wanted to repeat something what I said during the Peanuts movie in theaters after when I noticed that Lucy was not gonna let Charlie Brown kick that football. I had half of the theater laughing when I said that out loud.
We're still on for later, right?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. A cheater and a cheeseball.
You really need to stop watching VeggieTales. So before Lincoln and Clyde can even talk to Lincoln's sisters, they actually need photo evidence to actually prove that Bobby's guilty. And one of these scenes, just strap yourselves in.
Wait, now who's this girl?
I think we stumbled onto something bigger than we expected. A multiple cheater, pumpkin eater situation.
How was Bobby able to fit his bike in the back of the car? You know, normally I would take my bike apart, like I could just take the tires and take the bike seat off and just put them in the trunk and then just put the bike frame in the actual back seat. I don't even need tools to actually take it apart. But anyways.
This is a new low. I can't believe he'd take some random girl to make out him.
You enjoy the movie, baby?
Yeah, but I think I'm going to enjoy this even more.
You know, I've done almost seen about everything. I especially see what happens when a man and a woman are together in a car in Make Out Hill. And I kind of saw that one by an accident.
We got you now, pumpkin eater.
This might sound stupid to some people, but I've heard of threesome in a car.
What the?
And it ain't too easy either, especially in a small car like that. So Lincoln and Clyde still pursue Bobby as he heads out to a different location to hang out with another girl. Somewhat, this girl kind of looks a little bit older. I don't know why some teenagers can be into old people, especially how weird it feels like in grown-ups.
This is getting ridiculous.
Dang it, lost our visuals.
Who's a good boy?
Not Bobby.
Now scoot.
Now, remember what I said earlier during this review? This is actually it. Make sure you're not actually drinking something about it because you're going to prepare to laugh yourself.
And we're in.
Oh, Shaky Cam doesn't agree with me.
Don't you pull that shit now!
That is hand-stitched leather. You better drink it.
Why don't you slip out of those clothes and we'll get started?
Oh my God!
I'm not allowed to watch R-rated movies.
shit.
It can't be. That cannot be real. That cannot be real!
Something in my groan tells me that you were watching something that you weren't supposed to be watching. No wonder most kids get scarred for life. Then again, they don't get really scarred when they see something on the internet, which I don't know why that still exists today. But that's really fucked up for how she just said that. And no wonder this is banned in some countries and a couple of states.
Oh, yes, I love you too. Oh, such a pretty girl.
Disgusting. Now he's crossing species.
It's disturbing and fucked up. And I'll tell you one thing, a pig and a frog baby ain't coming anytime soon.
Ah! Get off of me, you f***ing wildebeest!
I rest my case.
So Michael Myers and his partner Michael Myers Jr. still stalk Bobby.
What is this place?
Probably some kind of underground club for cheaters.
Never heard of a club for cheaters, but I actually heard of a club where people can run around naked.
No tenemos que casar, aunque no quiera tu madre.
Man, this guy is full of surprises.
You can't be serious. Why would Bobby even be dating a guy? He's not gay. Or is he?
You bet the hell not.
Now then, Lincoln and Clyde actually found Bobby back at the jewelry store with Dana once more again.
That's the girl from the mall. Come on.
Let's get dangerous.
I can't believe it! He's popping the question!
That's it. I'm calling this in, Clyde.
Any last words? Not too late. For a threesome, that is. I mean, there are some places in some different countries where a guy can have as many wives as he wants. I'm just saying. Okay, forget I said that.
You believe me now?
Sadly, yes. And to think poor delusional Lori is at home primping for their date tonight, unaware that their love is a total sham.
Well, you know what Steak Meaner always says.
It is a beautiful day to fuck shit up!
Is this Giovanni Chang's Italian Mandarin Bistro? I'd like to make a reservation for tonight. Your most romantic table. We're celebrating something very special.
That son of a bitch! I knew I kept that gun from the Ponyo review for good reason. Time for a sudden crossover.
Ugh, he's taking her to dinner? He's supposed to be taking Lori.
Not to mention he's getting married?
Not to mention a duck.
Will you please be quiet?
So Lincoln, his sisters, and Clyde try to make their way back home to tell Lori, but it turns out Lori's not actually there. And she's not even answering her phone either.
Well, if we can't get to Lori, at least we can get to Bobby.
I hope he likes eating pumpkin through a straw.
Good luck with that, because that ain't gonna be easy.
Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?
Where are they?
There he is.
Well, well, well. What have we here?
If it isn't the pumpkin eater celebrating your engagement, Roberto.
I don't know why. I actually love how he just said Roberto. It just kind of sounds like something from Disney's Robin Hood.
Robert.
Robert.
Oh, so you're not here with your fiancé? Then who did you bring? The blonde? The guy? The dog?
His right hand. Pretend like you never heard me say that.
It's go time, Romeo. Ah!
Mamma mia! The linguini dim sum!
It's me, a bad stereotype in Mario, brother.
What is going on? Lori? What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Shopping. We thought a nice pelt for the den, some throw pillows, a little potpourri.
I'm sorry you have to find out this way. Bobby's been cheating on you.
What
are you talking about?
I'm talking about this.
There was supposed to be dramatic music.
I'm talking about this.
Oh, there it is.
Well, what have you got to say for yourself,
Care to explain?
Sure. That's my coworker Dana from the department store. She was helping me pick out the dress and earrings I bought Lori.
Those earrings look like fishing lures.
That's Monica, from my tour guide job. She was showing me the most romantic spots to take Lori to.
Yeah, you could have been at least out of the car on that one.
And that's Pam from my dry cleaning job. She was fitting me for a tux.
That you could have gone into a dressing store instead of going into someone's house.
Oh, and that's Darren. I met him on the bus. He was teaching me how to dance.
I'm a little surprised that this motherfucker can't even dance.
If I could do this, well, you could do that, but I don't get it out of the box.
And in case you were wondering, Clyde's neighbor is Terry, my coworker at the pizzeria. She taught me how to order in Italian Mandarin.
Seriously, Clyde, you don't know your own fucking neighbors? Come on, kid, you gotta get away from your dads more often.
Oh, wow. So I guess we were really wrong about the dog.
Hold on to that thought, because I'm gonna explain to you when we get home all the things that are wrong with that statement.
Yeah, that still kind of disturbs me about how you boys thought of what was going on.
Sorry, you guys. We got a little ahead of ourselves.
Well, you did almost literally ruin our anniversary. I ought to beat every one of you.
Hey, don't steal bread.
I don't know why. I actually love this bit of Lynn actually taking the bread and hiding it, especially after it reminds her of what Lori did to her.
But I appreciate all of you looking out for me.
So you're not mad?
Speaking of, how many people out there want to actually beat Lynn Loud with a loaf of bread right now? See, most of these siblings do actually care for one another, especially their older sister, Lori. And speaking about that, if you actually watch or listen to an Out Loud podcast, there's actually one on Lori about her date and everything.
I hated to break up this love fest, but how do you intend to pay for my linguine dim sum?
I could pay you for not stereotyping the Mario Brothers and we could just call it even.
Ha! Young love! Hurry up with those Kung Pao anchovies!
Zip it, or I'll break your hip.
Well, at least all that working out won't go to waste.
Ah, you're getting soft, boy. You need to get more physical.
You loosened it.
You know, I would enjoy anchovies on my pizza, but nowadays, I really don't take the liking in enjoying anchovies on my pizza. They're high in cholesterol. Yeah, I had the worst case of TMI when I had them before.
Jesus Christ. Oh! Oh, yeah.
So, did anybody even figure out what my question was? Did you think it was this one? Back in 2018 in December, when I started being the Loud House Critic to everybody on social media and YouTube, I reviewed 8 Loud House episodes in that month. I reviewed Left in the Dark, Get the Message, A Tattler's Tale, Fool's Paradise, One of the Boys, Heavy Metal, 11 Louds a Leapin', and White Hair. This was before I decided to put every Loud House episode review on a Thursday. And lucky I actually did chose Thursday because you got Nostalgia Critic Wednesday, you got Animat Friday, and you got Saturday Morning Acapella on Saturdays. And that was cheated by the dozen. What could I say about this episode?
Me and my friends get no respect.
Okay, so for the most part, I found the episode hilarious, except when it came to the misunderstanding, which was naturally predictable as I stated before. I also like how Lori appreciated that her siblings went out of their way to save her from getting hurt, even though they had nothing to worry about in the first place. Yeah, she did say that she would beat them all for eavesdropping, but other than that, she holds no resentment toward them. But, however, this episode made me think more about her relationship with Bobby, and whether it should be considered a real one, but I'll probably discuss it in a different time. Okay, you know what, the hell with this, I'm just gonna actually drop the ball here. I have a mixed bag with this episode because we've seen this kind of plot before in other cartoons, and those did it much better than this one. And honestly, in Save the Day, why did Lori have to force Lincoln to get him to make up to Ronnie Ann so she can get back with Bobby? I mean, if they know that he was gonna be cheating on her sooner or later, you know, not necessarily that he actually would cheat on her. Honestly, you could have did it better than this. I know there's some people who don't even give a shit about Lori and Bobby's relationship. Me, I have mixed feelings toward them. But I can say that Bobby is kind of a weak character. I won't say why, but someone else actually has the word on him. And she'll tell you about him when she makes her debut. And I really like the line that Lynn said, that one time I told her that we were out of bread, but then she found love and beat me with it. That really satisfied me and it had me laughing too. Oh yeah, and in some countries, it never aired or it never got shown in some of these places because of one particular scene that kind of almost resembled a sex joke. And we all know what that is, when Bobby is actually taking his pants out and Pam says, why don't you slip out of those clothes and we'll get started. And when Clyde quickly shielded his eyes, it felt like he actually saw something like this before. Yeah, if you're under the age of 9, you're not gonna get the joke. But somehow I also liked how Clyde seemed more fine with Bobby dating Lori. He tried to build himself up so that way he could beat him over for misunderstanding. But I digress about that. Otherwise, this is kind of an average episode for me. And most likely with everybody else. I'm the Loud House Critic. If you'll excuse me, I gotta change my clothes into something new for season 3 next Thursday.
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove, it's how we show our love. In the loud house, one boy and 10 girls wouldn't trade it for the world.
Got the body of a goddess, got eyes but a pecan brown. I see you, girl. She coming down from the ceiling to the floor, yeah. She know what she doing, yeah. She doing the right thing, yeah. I need to get her over to my crib and do that night thing, 'cause I'm in love with a stripper.